Worst era to go out in.
With the advent of the internet being created and us connecting all over the world on different types of platforms, the perception of celebrities and public figures has hit a complete change compared to now. In the past, celebrities and public figures were looked at as remarkable figures who did less harm than the average type of person. Because people would think, well, if they were on a TV show...
I would say now it's less about like, this still happens a lot, but I feel like now it's more about like, people will try to find so much dirt to bring out cancel people. Like, it used to just be fans and stuff like that. Occasionally, they'll get cancelled for some reason, but it's usually in public and stuff like that. But nowadays, like, they say there's a famous YouTuber and stuff like that. Some people will find up shit they said like 10 years ago when they're like maybe 15, and that ruins the whole career. Like, I feel like it's just like that now, which is such a weird experience to be a part of.
Or movie, then obviously a company wouldn't hire someone that did terrible.
Plus, it's like that for YouTubers now as well. Like, it used to be just like actors or very rich people that got like up there and like people stalking and basically just like having people take photos of them wherever they go. It used to just be politicians, movie people, just famous people, like musicians as well. Now, like, and your average like million YouTuber will go out in public and get recognized like that. Surely it won't be like a mob of just like paparazzi, but like it's still noticeable in their public life. Like, if you ever like find a streamer, like a decent sized streamer that will talk about it, it's not surprising they'll just start ranting about how like if they go out in public, people just do like this and just try to talk to them and stuff like that, which is kind of, I feel like it kind of clicks something in their head, if that makes sense, that like they're no longer small. Like, they go out in public, they're basically like can't go out in public and technically be themselves. Sometimes they can, but like, let's say if they're a kid YouTuber and stuff like that, which is be horrible to be yourself in public. Like, if you're yourself in public, say maybe a controversial take, your whole career's over. Like, it's insane. Plus, no, like, if you're a YouTuber, like a decent size one, I would say above 100K, it's going to be very difficult for you to get a job. Like I say a lot of the time, like, if you're over 100K, your chances of getting a job is just going to go downhill fast because, like, you're too recognizable and they don't want to get swarmed or cancelled because they hired you, if that makes sense.
Controversial things, and they had to be good. Unless you were like OJ Simpson or R. Kelly, which clearly in 4K got caught doing evil shit. The public would think even with your flaws, you were probably still a mostly good person. And low-key, R. Kelly...
To be fully cancelled on the internet, though, I feel like most times it has to be like something severe, like you saying the N-word in like maybe 2020, like maybe like 5 years ago when you're still like small, someone found out shit you being racist somehow because you're a kid, and I feel like a lot of kids are racist as a joke. Like that I feel like it has to be past a certain point to fully cancel them. Like, you can cancel someone kind of. Like, if say a million subscriber YouTube like gets like 400K views a video, you have to dig up some big shit for them to fully be cancelled. Like, unless they get mini cancelled like 10 times in a month, it's really gonna have to be something big.
He still had a prospering ass career after getting caught. They was selling the tape where he was engaging in acts with a minor. Still kind of weird how that's actually a big thing that happened in the 2000s. Like, where were the police at? But then he dropped trapped in a closet and people went, hold on. This storytelling kind of fire though. I'm sorry y'all, but I'm gonna have to buy the whole set of this. It really was wild how many things public figures got away with before social media. And with celebrity and public figures,
because like with a lot of public figures, somebody will record. Like, if you get big nowadays, someone will just record you. Like, they see you in public, think they'll start recording you, and it's like very common. If you're somewhat famous, even remotely, people will just record you and post on the internet. Oh my god, I saw this guy, and then they'll get 1,000 replies. That one person records you doing some hot take in public, even years ago, they'll upload it, boom, there goes your career you spent 10 years doing and forgot about saying that one thing.
It was almost always treated like a tragedy, and a majority of people would give their condolences. Like, when MJ died, the whole world went silent for that week because it was so unbelievable that could happen. You ain't see no jokes or nothing. People was not playing about it. Same thing with Princess Diana. There was literally 2.5 billion people watching her funeral. It was one of the most watched events ever. And you can even take someone politically like Ronald Reagan, who was notoriously not a liked political figure, to say the least. Was putting up LeBron numbers of racist laws and sending the black community back. Is that crack I see in your pocket, son? No, it's a bag of flour I got from the grocery store. Like, the bag literally says flour. How did you miss that? I've heard enough. 100 years of prison and throw the key away. Even Ronald Reagan's funeral had 100 million viewers watching, and no matter people's political party, a lot still gave condolences. Yeah, we know if this happened now with Gen Z, that would not be happening.
Or just be slander on the internet. But people just like, with the internet now, people will just slander people online. Like, even if you have a political take on Instagram and you talk about it, you're getting ripped this shit into by like another person on the internet. People have no chill because, well, you can't really find them. And sometimes if they are nervous about being found, they'll make a burner account. And, well, someone just makes a new account, talk shit, and then reuse it again. You're never really gonna find them, are you?
For sure that ain't gonna happen with Trump or Biden. Just prepare for a civil war on the internet for the whole year when their time comes. Now, in our times, the wait time to make fun of a public figure or celebrity's death has dropped to about 5 minutes after. And the most recent example of it, and you probably guessed it by now, is...
Kirk. Oh, no, really? Oh, okay, yeah. The Kirk. I also feel like the reason why this one got posted, like, instantly memed on is because his political takes were kind of fucked. Like, he was against every community and stuff like that. So there was a whole split on the internet, like a full 50-50, maybe more like 40-30. It was more 12-year-olds agreeing with his LGBTQ takes and stuff like that. But, like, he just made some bad takes, and, like, if you have bad takes and you literally have a ginormous split on the internet that big, yeah, 5 minutes, and people are doing this shit. Like, if you're someone, like, a very respected politician, I'll give it, like, a month. Maybe, no, not a month. Month's a little bit too much. Like, I might be giving it a little bit too aggressive. Like, a week. If it's, like, a good political person, a week, but their meme will never really outbranch that much because too many people like him.
Yeah, that's pretty much been all the viral posts for the past month of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk.
No, I feel like it's gone down. Like, it was really big for, like, the first 2-3 months. But, like, it's really died off now. Like, I never really see anything about it. Except those, Insta, like, sticker, GIF things and stuff like that. Like, you get some of them here and there. But, like, in the end, it has fallen off.
Kirk got assassinated on September 10th, 2025. And the whole fallout on social media has been the strangest thing I think we've never seen. With politicians, we expect how things go, but we've never had it happen to a political commentator as big as Charlie Kirk. And one of the dumbest things that happened immediately after this was people trying to start a civil war. Like, can you imagine a civil war starting over a podcaster? Like, if Biden or Kamala hit Trump on stage in 4K with bullets and started cheering, at least then I'd understand it a bit more happening. You think people are gonna rip off their 9-to-5 business shirts, hop out the cubicle and go, you know what?
In the end, this, like, image explains it basically perfectly. People are all shit. Like, they just all talk. If they got the option to, they probably wouldn't do it. Like, and it's good to talk. It's like, if you, like, make a short, like, TikTok video, which happened a lot with, like, the sides, and you're just like, oh, start a war, you'll get thousands of likes and stuff and followers, but you know damn well you're not doing shit about it. Like, it's just all talk in the end. That's what most internet is about anyway. Like, internet is what it is itself. It's just all shit talk. And no one will go through with shit anyway.
You have now declared war on me and every patron who watched Charlie Kirk's podcast 24/7. Even the people who liked him at...
Honestly, I heard about it a little bit, but, like, it's kind of hard because, like, a lot of his takes you would see would be horseshit. It would either be him roasting somebody or him basically just, like, ripping the shit into a community, which is kind of cooked. Like, not, like, the community's cooked, like, his, like, comments on, like, the LGBT community's cooked. Like, I think it's this though. The memes happen instantly, but fall off super fast. Like, it's a upspring then, and it just goes straight down. But, like, I feel like without the internet, it was more like a very slow gain over time. Now it's just like it starts and instantly dies after like a couple months.
Most are
It starts early but falls off earlier as well.
gonna give their condolences, probably reply to some trolls on Twitter, and then move on. Imagine kids in 2060 looking at a history book and seeing 2 civil wars in America. One happening over slavery and people literally having no rights and being treated as property. And one happening over a podcaster getting assassinated by some teenager who liked femboys. You had the richest man in the world talking about the left is the party of murder. People like Andrew Tate tweeting civil war. Mind you, he doesn't even live in this country. Should be focusing on his daily news trafficking.
Yeah, bro. Like, but even back then, though, people would still go like the main problem with the internet is people like Andrew Tate with their like fucked point of views will always gain traction because of the 13-year-olds. You know, you probably have had some of those people in your class before. Those like maybe one group of 3 people that are absolutely sexist and just fucked and racist at the same time that will eventually grow out of it because they're kids. Well, you better hope so, because like if not, they're cooked. They're gonna get fired by HR when they cuss a black person out, because knowing those type of people, it's not surprising if they do. The 13-year-olds will always gravitate to something like this because they're just too stupid, man.
Cases instead of our affairs. I mean, our own president was inciting this shit too.
Radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the...
I do think it's kind of cooked though. If you make a slight, like, if you can, like, if you have a bad take on the internet, it's whatever, you're gonna get shit talk, but like, if you just upset communities over and over again, you just get assassinated. Like, it's kind of cooked how that is nowadays.
The American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died. The values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God.
Meanwhile, about a day later.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years.
And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
Like, bro, what is it with this ballroom? Your man's just got slimed out. You can't give him at least a little more time? I remember growing up looking
Literally gave him like maybe half a sentence. That's fucked,
at
honestly.
presidents and the richest people in the world and thinking, wow, they're so
I honestly don't think you can cancel billionaires. Like, it might be a hot take of mine. Like, you can cancel a billionaire. Sure, you can slander him online. Motherfucker's still a billionaire. Like, if someone's rich enough where they can just retire instantly, it's just like you can slander them all they want. They're still going to be rich. It's like that with a lot of YouTubers. Like, once YouTube does pay a lot, but it's kind of iffy. If you didn't know, like, you have to get monetized first, which is a pain in the ass. Just like conditions and stuff like that. And then you only start getting paid good when you get over like 30,000 views on a video normally. Like, that's like maybe part-time job type of money you'll get. It's depending on like what content you post and how consistent you do it. With YouTubers that get like 500k views plus a video and they post like 5 times a week and they've been doing it for years, you can cancel them. They don't even need to get a job anymore. They're rich enough where they can just retire. Like, that's why you see a lot of Twitch streamers, YouTubers end up quitting around their 30. And like, some people think they'll get a job. They're not getting a job, man. They are so rich where they don't even need to get a job anymore. They have the financial investors. They have all those people where they can just live comfortably for the rest of their life. Never need to work again.
smart, and they must have worked hard to get to that position. These are probably the most sane people on the planet. I mean, it takes a lot to get there. Little did I know that lie would be shattered to me about... Actually, not that long after, because I started using social media when I was a kid. And look, I've already said this before, I'm not even someone celebrating him getting assassinated, and political violence only makes things worse.
I agree, like, his takes were bad, but getting assassinated because having a bad take or upsetting a community is kind of, like, fucked. Like, people can obviously, like, dislike political people, and they'll obviously slander them online, which is whatever, but assassinating someone, like... that's kind of cooked.
This whole thing of trying to start a civil war was the cringiest I've ever seen. And I would go to actually say, by these prominent political figures and politicians trying to do things like this, it only made people more and more not take it serious and not care. Like, the president ordered the US flag to be flown at half-staff nationwide, which is usually meant for major national tragedies like mass shootings or literally 9/11, and high politicians such as presidents and whatnot dying. So when people see it being done to a podcaster, do you think all of a sudden they're gonna take it more serious? They're just gonna think it's stupid as f and make fun of it even more. On top of that, the government also passed a National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk. I can guarantee you, a bunch of the people who were at
Isn't that a little farther? National Day. Don't like only like not even like presidents get National Day. Isn't like only like big wars, Queen Elizabeth and stuff like that. Only like the biggest figures and like the most historical moments get like the 4th of July. Don't only those get that? I feel like it's kind of like Remembrance Day. Is it where you have a day off? Like a lot of like very important shit, you get like a day off from work. Like I don't know what it is and stuff like that. But like if it's that, like isn't that a little bit much? Like isn't that only meant to be for like the most important shit ever?
His memorial and ones dedicated to him aren't gonna be popping out next year. They're just gonna move on to the next political thing they can complain about.
I think it's gonna be one of those things where it says it's Remembrance Day and anybody will forget about it. But like honestly, I feel like so many people, I've already forgotten about it, to be truthfully honest. Like it's been like 2 months maybe. Like 2 months and I've already forgotten about this shit. Like that's the main thing of the internet. Whatever stuff blows up fast as fuck, but it also dies fast as fuck.
There was also a ton of bills introduced by politicians who wanted even more remembrance of Charlie Kirk. Like a bill in Oklahoma where it would require a Charlie Kirk memorial plaza at every public university. Yeah, that wouldn't last a day, I'm not gonna lie. Bro!
Yeah, like he had some bad takes, I would say. And then like, not like, I don't agree with his takes, but I'm not gonna like slander his takes and stuff like that. It's just kind of fucked. But like, people will, man. Like some people will literally like basically break those statues instantly. It's just a waste of taxpayers' money, man.
Presidents don't even get this type of honor. Oklahoma gotta worry about their education level before doing this. And it's not like he even lived there. Turning Point's headquarters is
I understand like where he was born and stuff like that, and like he'll talk about his favorite park and something like that, and he getting his statue in his favorite park makes sense. But like every university, he's not a president, man. Like not like he said, like presidents don't even get that treatment. Why would he get a treatment? Like a podcaster, basically. And someone that controversial with his takes is like not a chance of that even surviving.
Arizona. There was also another bill introduced called the Charlie Kirk Commemorative Coin Act, which would require the Treasury to make coins in his honor. Bro, if your ass pulls out some change and I see you with the Charlie Kirk quarter, I'm smacking the out of you. It's crazy how performative all of this is because I feel like none of these politicians even cared about him. They saw this as the perfect opportunity to distract from doing any actual work and to focus.
It was probably that, but like a lot of politicians and stuff like that get so much slander for not doing anything about it. But something like a public tragedy that people think is a tragedy, which is just like whatever. Someone got assassinated that had bad political takes. It's fucked, but like they were just using it so they don't have to do any work and they can get people off their fucking ass for like 2 months. Not even 2 months, like a couple weeks at that point. Because like people care about it for a couple weeks and then people forget about it and go back to slandering them anyway.
On this. I think the thing that really sealed it of people not caring and making fun of it was how the actual funeral went. Because oh boy, was this one of the weirdest televised.
I don't think I ended up seeing it. How long ago was the funeral? But like I watched another of Tommy NSG's videos. He never talked about the funeral. I feel like it could have been bad with like how like controversial his takes was. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody just no, they wouldn't. The president's there, so if they tried anything, they're getting like years in prison. So never mind.
Services to ever exist. I would say this was more of a political rally than a memorial. You had all of the Trump administration coming to it and giving pretty political speeches. Like for them, I wouldn't be surprised if they went in a mirror and were just practicing like they were gonna go on a debate stage. And you know, for Erica Kirk, I'll give her credit. Her speech was a lot more empathetic and it seemed like she actually cared. She walked out strangely though to something which looked like she was more coming out of a WWE match.
What? Why does that look like a WWE stage though?
Is this a normal thing that happens at American funerals or something that I don't know? But then right after Erica Kirk's speech ended, you had this.
The best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie.
I hate my opponent. And I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry.
If you don't find this weird as to do as the sitting president at a funeral,
It's someone's funeral, and you're just gonna like disagree with their take, and like kind of give like the worst take ever. It's like, does he? He's just like clip farming at this point. Like, I swear, Donald Trump just clip farms.
I don't know what to say. I think he deadass just saw this on his schedule as a MAGA rally and went in with that mentality. How is the wife of the man who got murdered giving more empathy and bringing people together more than the president? Bruh, like, isn't your job supposed to be to bring people together? I thought we were supposed to be some sort of United States. Yeah, after this, any appearance of people feeling bad for the memes was probably gone. And Erica Kirk after seemed like she moved on pretty quickly. Or at least that's what people think, because clips of her hugging up on the president and vice president.
I see no one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband and Vice President J.D. Vance. I do.
Hey, you know what they say.
Wouldn't most people like actually crash out on stage though? Like, if you're attending a funeral, like it's your first funeral, don't most people like actually like crash out crying and stuff like that? Like I didn't even see her shed a tear.
Hey, if you don't let your mans hug your girl's waist, then is that really your friend? Me personally, I go up to all my homies' girls, lift them up, smack both cheeks separately. It's just a welcoming though, nothing else. And because of all this chaos, you now have people making memes and photoshopping his face on everything. Whether that be famous celebrities, your favorite rapper, really any image or video is not safe of getting.
I've seen this one a lot on Instagram. Not this one, just this one a shit ton on Instagram. I don't know why though.
It might end up being as influential as the Rick Roll, like just being the Rick Roll.
It might, honestly. With those Instagram gifs, like he will obviously like fade out, no one care about him, but those gifs though, people just get spammed. No one know why there's a face on it like that, but like he's just gonna get spammed and spammed.
All of the 2020s. I wouldn't be surprised if someone deep faked his face onto mine. I feel with Gen Z as a whole on things, it's just way more common for people to make fun of.
I do think though, like presidential and like podcast takes and stuff like that is just gonna get more and more slander as time goes on. Is this the peak slander though? No, I feel like it's gonna get worse. I don't know how it's gonna get worse, but I feel like in like 10, 20 years, it's absolutely gonna get worse with the slander somehow. Because like when Gen Z has kids, it'll just kind of be like, no, it won't teach them not to like disrespect people online and stuff like that. So it's kind of iffy.
Dead figures. But the amount that happens really depends on who it is and how liked they are. Like, I remember when Kobe died and people who tried to make jokes on the internet were getting doxxed and harassed. Because people don't play about Kobe, and he was mostly uncontroversial to people. Other than 2003. Someone like Charlie Kirk, who was a controversial figure as a whole, got made fun of faster because of that reason.
Yeah,
this type of making fun of also happens to people that Gen Z is less connected to way more. Like, the Queen dying was not taken serious by any of Gen Z. And it's because no one really cared about—
I feel like it was a little bit. I feel like it's depending where you were. I'm in Australia, so I did see some memes, but I feel like it took a while for those to come out. I feel like in America it would have been really bad though.
The royal family and what it used to mean. Comparing how Princess Diana's death got
doesn't like the royal family not even run it anymore. Like that isn't like the royal family just like as always as a pretend government, if that makes sense. Like don't they actually control nothing? Like they can have like takes and stuff like that, but like aren't they just like a front figure, if that makes sense? Like
compared to the Queen is complete night and day. As a whole, the royal family kind of cooked themselves in their own image too. You had one of the members who was literally buddy with Epstein of all people, and it can't be one of those things like, well, was it before he got arrested and the public knew? He visited his ass after Epstein already got charged and arrested for being with a minor. His excuse was giving the same as my dog ate my homework.
Now I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
So do phones just not exist in 2010? From what I learned in school, I'm pretty sure Alexander Graham Bell made it in 1876. Or maybe my history books are wrong. You can update me. He also got questioned on why he stayed at his house too after. Because as the prince in a royal family, it shouldn't be too hard to get the best hotel in New York or your own castle. And
Bro, like you'll probably get it for free. Like not even like easy to get. You'll probably get it for free.
not have to crash at the most prolific child trafficker's place to ever exist. And this was his excuse for it.
Staying at the house of
Yes.
a convicted offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
Well, that about solves it. Thanks for your fairly
Bro, so is like a pub hotel. Like, I don't know if this is for every like town ever, but like most pubs are like pubs/hotels. Like you could just stay there, and every town has a pub. Like even I live in like one of the smallest towns ever. Like it's obviously not that small, but like it's tiny as fuck. Even we have a pub. Like someone where like he would have lived would have had a pub.
believable excuse. Back to your royal duties, you go. Apparently that didn't convince the king because he just recently got his royal title stripped and is getting kicked out of the palace. You also had
Really?
Prince Harry completely dip on the family. And if the royal
Oh, yeah.
family had any type of PR left
Didn't he have like a valid reason for dipping though? I don't know like what it was about and something like that, but like I'm pretty sure like if I remember like it was ages ago, I'm pretty sure, but like I remember him having like a valid ass reason for dipping.
the public. It went away when he came out and started talking about how some were being racist towards his wife.
Okay,
who's
yeah, valid
biracial,
reason.
And you know they asses was truly being racist because this to me looks like a full-on white woman. Like, did they think if him and her had a kid, the baby was gonna come out looking like me? That kid would come out looking like the whitest child born on the whitest mountain. And evidently that is what their kids came out to look like. So they did all that complaining for no reason and lost someone in royalty. Because of all this drama and the queen dying a couple years after it, people were ready to on the royal family, and that's what happened the same day. And in places like Africa where people learn about how much the royal family's history in the past exploited them and different things, it definitely changed the perception of the royal family, and people didn't care as much too because of that. Now you
Fair.
got people running bets saying when they think Charles is gonna die. In my opinion, they just gotta let this go. The last bit of aura died with the queen. Anyways, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, I do think that like royal family shit is really gonna die off in the next like 300 years. Like it won't die off when we're alive, but like kids. I really think it's gonna die off. So maybe like one family group, maybe.
Let me know y'all's thoughts on this. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
W Tommy NFG video, man. Or if you do enjoy videos like this, leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below what video you want me to react to next. And that is me signing off.